Well, hey church, how are you doing today? Today we're going to look at Titus chapter 1, verse 5. Now, I kind of wanted to do something that went along with the sermon series that we're doing in church. We just started this past Sunday on the 24th of January talking about the book of Titus, and we started out with verses 1 through 4, which tell us about membership in the church. So this letter that Paul writes to Titus is all about the church. What the church should do, what the church shouldn't do, who the church should entertain, who they shouldn't entertain. It's all about church and church polity, and it's a wonderful book. And it's really kind of inside baseball for the church, but it's something that we need to know, because I think that we say it's inside baseball like it's old hat, but we don't treat it that way sometimes. So verse 5 comes out with something that it sounds a little scary. He said to Titus, I have left you in Crete. What's the verse 5? For this cause left I thee in Crete. So Titus is all alone. He's not been alone in ministry, not very much. He's traveled with Paul. He's ministered with Paul. He's watched what he's done. He's been a part of that company that's traveled along with him. Paul actually trusted him to deliver the second letter to the Corinthians. And Titus stayed there and ministered to them during that period. So this is not new for Titus, but to be left at Crete. So Paul leaves, he tells Titus to stay. And Crete's, it's not on the main thoroughfare between Rome and, the rest of the world. It's out in the middle of the Mediterranean. It's down at the bottom of all those Grecian islands. And so he's out there in the middle of nowhere, basically, with the people on the island of Crete. And Paul says to him, I'm going to leave you here, but for a really good reason. And here's the reason: that you set in order the things that are wanting. So Titus, even though he's been left, he has a purpose. And I really think that speaks to where we are right now in the church in America. We may feel like we've been abandoned by the Lord, but we've not. We're actually left to perform a purpose. So the things that are wanting, what are they? Look around you. What are the things that are wanting in your community? Maybe in your church. Are there people that need help? Do people need you to bring them the light of Christ? We're all in this COVID situation together, and things are not like they used to be. We're having to stay at home and do things that we've never done before. So what are you doing? What's your purpose in this time when perhaps you feel like the Lord's maybe abandoned you or abandoned your church? He hasn't. He's left us here to do a thing, to do a purpose, to have a reason to do this work, this good work that he's left us to do here in America and around the world. The global church is facing this same thing in different ways, because there are different pressures on the church in different places. But in different ways, we must be ready to do the good work that he's called us to, even during a time of great pressure. So he leaves Titus in Crete and says, I left you there for a reason: to put in order the things that are wanting and to ordain elders in every city. So he's got some positive things to do, some negative things that have to be taken care of, but it's all going to be laid on the shoulders of Titus, who is capable of doing those things. And so are you, friends, so are you. You are capable. God has put you in the position where you are to do some good things, to deal with some rough things. And so he's having you do that right now. So I'm just encouraging you to step up. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you've been abandoned, that the Lord's walked away. He hasn't. He's just left you there because he trusts you to do the work that he has called you to do. Now, find out what that work is. Find out what that good work is. Help those around you. Look at the things that are wanting and do that work. I hope this encourages you. If you get a chance, come to church, and you'll be hearing sermons from the book of Titus all the way through the middle of February. And then I don't know if I'll get done with Titus by then or not, but after Lent and after Easter, we'll probably go back to Titus if I didn't finish. So I hope this blesses you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.